So yeah, there's a lot of things to unpack inside Tectone's video, and a lot of things I actually agree on. He mentioned a lot of things about chunk loaders, maybe separating Mondstadt and so leeway together, so just having different chunks of it, just to reduce the file size. I don't know anything about that, so I'm not gonna comment on it, but the fact that these islands should be permanent is something I absolutely agree with. Like, free DLCs, that's a brilliant idea. In my initial reactions video to like the islands getting removed, which I posted right before 1.6 landed, I think was it, I mentioned like, what the hell are they doing? Like, events are fine, like getting rid of events, it's something I can kind of get behind. It doesn't probably take too much effort to do, and it's kind of low-key. In my original 1.6 reactions video to like the islands just getting removed, which I posted right before 1.6 launched, and I was like, what the hell are you guys doing? Like, events are fine, I kind of get it, I prefer them to be kept, but like, entire islands, like entire zones, like entire freaking zones, the things you see right freaking here, like just getting removed. I thought I was taking way things too far, and a lot of people were like, yeah, I think about the mobile people, and I get that. I play on mobile too, but it's like, yeah, but it's like, come on, at least give us an option to keep it, or maybe just PC alone. And yeah, that's the free DLC is amazing. I don't play games a lot, I never really have, and I never thought DLC is a thing, and that's an amazing thing, I think. In my original reactions video to this launch of this game, so the Act 1 of the story, I mentioned, yeah, I kind of get why they want to remove the islands, because originally there was like maybe one island over here, like the top of the island, like a little bit over here as well, and a little bit over here, and a little bit over here. I don't even think this one was a thing. So it's literally this 1, 2, 3, and 4 islands in total in the original act. And I was like, just a little bit of the like a little bit of the top of the islands just showing. And I was like, yeah, it maybe only took maybe 1,000 hours for one person to do, maybe 2,000 hours, just a little bit island. Then boom, Act 2 came along, and all the islands just started rising. I was like, oh, I don't want to be a rant, but I just hate it so much. Like, this legit took tens and tens of thousands of freaking hours. Like, I made a game a little bit a while ago, like a test run, like a small game, and that took me an entire week for this small little thing. And it's like, this would take in tens of thousands of hours, unless I know there's so much better than me, but I don't know. So yeah, definitely having one of these options is to keep inside the game itself, just keep it inside the game as a DLC, as an optional DLC that people can just download and stuff like that. It's absolutely insane to have. I would love it. Another thing he mentioned about limited time events as well, just something he quickly mentioned. He mentioned something about like an extra abyss life, but instead of the abyss, you have like wind trays, maybe like some of the mechanicus from 1.3, the lantern ride stuff, just events switching in and out just weekly or like bi-weekly, which would be really cool as well. Another thing I actually want to address though is like people complaining about Dragon Spine. Another thing about the video though, that's not actually inside the video, but a lot of people complaining about it, including my own video in my last one, is that people are like, yeah, it's gonna be like another Dragon Spine. Another Dragon Spine! What the frick is wrong with Dragon Spine? Dragon Spine is freaking awesome. It's freaking sick. It's like people are like, yeah, people just die on like Dragon Spine. Like, using that logic, we don't freaking need freaking Mondstadt or Liyue as well, because you don't have any reason to come back to Dayu runes after you freaking finish it. You have no reason to come back here. You have no reason to come back to Jinsing Pool, Liyue, or any of the freaking areas. When have you actually come to Mount Ancade for a quest or anything like that? Where have you come to Die Hard Marsh for anything? South Terrace after Zhongli quest? There's no reason for anything to exist besides extra materials, which is exactly what this is. It's like, people are like, yeah, it's gonna die out like Dragon Spine. The thing is, every single goddamn piece of content around here is gonna be like Dragon Spine after we finish it. Every single one of these areas is like a background to everything. This is other areas you can find materials. Here's different OSTs you can listen to. Here's all the monsters, all the enemies you can farm for ascension stuff. And this is the same logic all here. All around this area are freaking beaches. You know, those things are freaking paying to farm inside the regular Tibet. You know the things that only can be farmed, you know the things can only be found around here? Or like around here, that's like so little beach area that's barely any crabs on? Yeah. These things are full of crabs. Oh, love it. There's like crystals everywhere. There's crystal cores everywhere. That's more crystal cores you can farm to upgrade weapons. Goodness sake. There's more hidden shows to get here. So if you want mass, especially if you're lower AR level, this place is freaking awesome. And personally though, as a phone user, where the hell's my phone? As someone that freaking plays Genshin. God damn it, green screen. But yeah, you can see it. Yeah, as someone that actually plays. Hello? We'll keep it. Yup. But yeah, as someone that actually plays the bloody phone, as someone that actually plays Genshin on the phone with a 5-year-old bloody phone, one of the lowest tier phones in the world that costs less than $100, with only 64 GBs of storage, I'm playing fine. Like, it's like I don't have a storage issue. So where's the people saying the storage issue is coming from? Like 64 is like standard from 5 years ago, and I get it. Yeah, people with 32 GB phone. The chances of the people with 32 GB phone is probably they're gonna upgrade within the next 3 gotcha months. It's like 32 GB is not usable. And at 64 GB, I'm playing comfortably in this. I just don't get what the complaints about. It's like, another Dragon Spine? Every other area is gonna be Dragon Spine, and it's just something I want to get off my chest, and I really don't want to make this event video. I get it. If only the PC players only have this extra new areas and like a bunch of more areas in the future, like a bunch of free DLCs, like Tyvat, you have Golden Ally Plague, maybe have extra stuff in here. That's like super cool, and like we can have more resources just on PC than mobile players. I get it. Mobile players are gonna have less resources than the PC players or the console players, and one of the best things about this game is that it's non-competitive. It is not an online game. You don't have to compete against people. There's no shooters. There's no competition. Of course, you can see people doing like 1 billion damage on side of YouTube, but like, I know I'm a casual player. I don't freaking care about my damages, and there's no one that comes in the world and competes against you. Even if you do less damage, you're not losing much besides a few primo gems inside a freaking abyss. And I don't know, it's one of the best things about Genshin. For mobile players, can have one less region, it's fine. But one less zone, I believe. And all you're missing is a little bit of resources while PC players can actually enjoy the game. And it doesn't affect you competitively, because there is no competition in Genshin. It's a casual freaking game, in my opinion, because there's no leaderboards. There's no leaderboards or anything like that. So I think it's a pretty nice thing. And yeah, and the reality of things are, I just see in the next few years, just people upgrading into 128 GB of phone. My next phone is gonna be 500 GB. I don't know. It's just the direction things are going. Phones from 5 years ago, it's not gonna work. Like, pretty damn soon if it's still functioning at all. I know friends that's using iPhone 5s to iPhone 3s, and they're not playing games on this. I don't know. It feels like Mihoyo is going behind on this thing. It's like, I just feel like every single player is gonna benefit off this. It's like mobile players are gonna have a lot more fun coming back to the game with more content, with more actual areas and zones you can actually use and play on. When they're finally upgraded to the phone, like a new phone. When they finally upgrade to a new phone in a few months' time, it's gonna feel a lot more rewarding, or a few years' time when they come back to all this game and they see so much area instead of just some limited area stuff. This took a lot of work, and yet the entire practice of just removing stuff, it's just not exactly sustainable. It's like, as Tectone mentioned, what happens when Inazuma comes out, maybe over here a little bit? I don't know. It's like, do we also take away Inazuma? I don't think they would. But the storage is gonna increase over time, and adding DLCs to point a way to fix it. But yeah, this is just my straight up thoughts on Tectone's video on in the morning, for God's sake. So I'm not exactly too tired right now, so I have some energy in me, and I just want to share my first thoughts on Tectone's video. I really support this idea. I like it a lot, and yeah, as both a PC player and also a mobile player myself, I know I like the idea. I think it's cool. I want this place to be kept, because instead of putting so much effort into something that is only temporary, they could have, the development team could have actually put this into something that's permanent. They could have actually kept this as a permanent feature. They could have spent so much effort, put so much of this effort into making an actual new region that can be kept. But they decided to make a new island that just be thrown away, and I'm just sick of content just being thrown out the window, and I just want an option to just keep it. And yeah, I like the free DLC idea that Tectone put out, and yeah, it's pretty darn neat. So that is me, my idea out there, my personal thoughts of the matter. And yeah, maybe you can disagree with me. If you don't disagree with me, please put a reason below in the description, in the comments below, and if you agree, that's cool as well. Yeah, it's really cool. I like the idea, and I hate this idea that, yeah, I just hate the idea like this, hello. But yeah, I just hate the idea like, oh yeah, this whole entire thing is gonna be removed in like 21 days. Weird.